we have a conservative woman by the name of Eliana Benador. She wrote an article for the Washington Times. It was so painfully stupid that they even took it off their website at some point. Like when the other press started writing about it, they're like, oh, did we put that nonsense up? What was the theory that this woman had about Anthony Weiner? He's a secret Muslim. Come on, that's awesome. So let's try to figure out why. First, of course, he's married to Huma Abedin, who is Muslim, right? And Weiner is Jewish himself. Or is he? Let's find out. So first part of the theory. When looking broadly at Anthony Weiner-Huma Abedin union, we have to wonder if the coupling of a Jewish American man and a Muslim woman of her pedigree was fostered by love or by a socialist political agenda. Was it love or a socialist political agenda? Why do you wonder? Who wonders that? How does that pop into anybody's mind? I would have gone, I don't know, just with a simple answer. I guess it was love, or whatever else it might be. But socialist political agenda would not have been on my list. But that's because I don't understand these conspiracies. She continues. As she's explaining more, she says, which begs the question of whether Huma Abedin has been groomed by family and political leaders to carry this agenda forward. It's noteworthy that Time magazine listed Huma Abedin in its 40 under 40 list of the new generation of civic leaders and rising stars in American politics. That certainly puts her in a position to move the Alinsky Group agenda forward. What? Where did Saul Alinsky come into this from? And what does that have to do with being Muslim or not Muslim? I don't know. I think that she thinks the Muslims and the socialists and Alinsky are all in cahoots, and that Alinsky from the grave said, I got it. But take Huma Abedin, who I wonder why she was on the Time list of influential people, and take Weiner, and then you put them together in a socialist plot. Okay, all right, so where's the socialist plot leading? Let's find out. Well, she explains that an imam came out and said that Huma Abedin should get counseling to try to repair her relationship and get into a better place. It seems a very inoffensive thing to say. I don't, what could you possibly object to that? But this raises a lot of questions. Let's find out about those questions. She says, given the defense articulated by the imam, which would be offered only for a Muslim man, we must believe this opportunity to remove this Muslim woman from a union with a non-believer would be quickly taken. Therefore, we must consider that Mr. Weiner may have converted to Islam, because if he did not, we have to consider the unlikely that being Miss Abedin has abandoned her Muslim faith even while she practices. There were so many twists and turns there, she nearly lost me. Okay, she's saying if the imam is given a defense of Weiner's actions, well, he couldn't possibly be doing that if Weiner is Jewish, because he would want Abedin to leave the Jewish guy because he's not Muslim. So, since that could not be possible, it must mean since the imam is somewhat defending him, according to her, he must be defending him because Weiner is actually Muslim. But this is how the lunatic mind works, Like then you start writing on a board and, and then there's a lot of math formulas on there and then you stay in the room for like 2 months at a time. And you're like, and then if Alinsky is linked to Mao, who's linked to Huma Abedin, oh my God, Weiner's Muslim, and a socialist. It continues. However, we should also bear in mind that any who are Jewish by Orthodox standards will always remain Jewish, even if they have converted to another faith. This may explain rumors that Mr. Weiner went to a synagogue looking for moral support. It appears that Weiner is Jewish because he goes to a synagogue, but of course not. That's a cover for secretly being Muslim. Or it could be the cup in front of me. Okay, all right, then finally, the question that begs to be asked, however, is has Huma been groomed to access leading political movers and shakers to advance the cause of Islam in America, including a politically positioned marriage to Congressman Anthony Weiner? If that is so, Anthony Weiner may be proven to be the weak link in a pro-Muslim political agenda. Now, I must tell you, I agree with a lot of what Congressman Weiner advocates for. I've told you that in the past. One thing I do not agree with Congressman Weiner on is that as far left as he is, and in a positive way within the Washington political spectrum, on other issues, he has basically advocates a hard right position on Israel. So this secret Muslim apparently was super right-wing when it comes to Israel and sent out penis pictures as part of that Muslim socialist plot. How does that play into their plot? Well, he was the weak link, and he ruined the whole thing. Otherwise, what would have happened? Otherwise, at some point, Weiner jumps out of a cake and goes, "Supplies, I'm Muslim." And this one's for Saul Alinsky. Yeah. These people are lunatics. Lunatics.